The market didn't take his money. His reaction did. Because the truth is, the market doesn't care if you win or lose, it just moves. For most new traders, it feels personal. You enter a trade. It goes against you. You tell yourself, why does this always happen to me? You feel targeted. You feel betrayed. You feel like the market is playing games. But here's the real game. The market has no idea you exist. The charts aren't watching you. The price doesn't know your name. There is no predator. No villain. No mastermind trying to wipe your account. Only you, reacting to something that never had a plan for you in the first place. Mark Douglas, author of The Disciplined Trader, explains it clearly. The market doesn't hurt you. Your inability to accept its indifference does. Let that sink in. You're not losing money because of the market's personality. You're losing because of your attachment to outcome. The need to be right. The fear of being wrong. The pressure to win now. These are internal conflicts, not external facts. Because price isn't feedback on who you are. It's just movement, information, data. It's not red to punish. It's not green to reward. It's just price doing what it does, moving. Meet Priya. She was the kind of person who succeeded at almost everything she touched. Graduated top of her engineering class. Organized. Logical. Sure. During the pandemic, she picked up trading. She thought it was the perfect fit. After all, she was disciplined, smart, and great with patterns. At first, she treated it like a math problem. MACD cross? Check. Structure shift? Check. Risk reward? Perfectly calculated. She back-tested. She followed a plan. But every time she entered live trades, something shifted. When price dipped, she panicked. When price flirted with her stop-loss, she moved it. And when a trade turned green, she exited too soon just to feel safe. Over time, she noticed a disturbing pattern. Her strategy wasn't failing. She was. Why do I keep sabotaging my own edge? She wrote in her journal one night. That question haunted her. So she did something most traders don't. She reviewed her behavior, not just the charts. And what she saw was clear. The market didn't hurt her. She hurt herself by reacting emotionally to every twist in price. Her trading wasn't based on rules, it was based on fear. This is where Mark Douglas's teaching hits hardest. You don't need to control the market. You need to control your reaction to it. Priya began reworking her process. Not her entries. Not her indicators. But her internal state. She learned to accept risk before entering the trade. Stop making losing trades mean anything about her worth. Focus on execution, not outcome. She repeated one phrase to herself every day. Price is neutral. I bring the meaning. Soon she stopped flinching at red candles. Stopped chasing after every missed move. Stopped fighting the market's randomness. 6 months later, she wasn't just profitable. She was mentally free. Not because she beat the market, but because she stopped fighting it. There are 3 types of traders when it comes to reacting to the market. 1. The blamer. This trader sees the market as an enemy. Every loss feels like an attack. They say things like, this market is rigged. It always goes against me. They lash out, then repeat the cycle. 2. The denier. This trader numbs their emotions by overanalyzing. They focus only on logic, pretending emotions don't exist. But under the surface, the fear of being wrong still drives every decision. They make the same emotional mistakes, just with more math. 3. The neutral executor. This trader accepts that loss is part of the game. They don't judge the outcome, they judge their behavior. Their edge comes from process, not prediction. They understand. The market doesn't owe them a win. It only offers probabilities. Guess who survives long term? Only the third. Here's what traders forget. You don't control the direction, the volatility, the news event, the market reaction, the next candle. You only control your entry, your risk, your position size, your exit, your response. And yet, most traders spend 90% of their energy worrying about the part they can't control. That's where suffering lives. Pain equals expectation minus reality. Expect price to obey you? You'll suffer. Expect your plan to play out exactly? You'll suffer. Expect the market to reward you just because you followed your rules? You'll suffer. But expect nothing and react with awareness? That's freedom. The key mental shift is this: from need to curiosity. Most traders need a trade to work. They need validation. They need the money. They need to feel smart. But elite traders? They're curious. They observe. They follow their plan. They watch what the market does, not force it. One mindset chases control. The other flows with reality. One cracks under pressure. The other becomes unshakable. The market is not a person. It's not your teacher, your enemy, or your therapist. It's a mirror. It reflects your beliefs, your fears, your mindset. If you're angry, scared, or desperate, it shows. But the market itself? It's neutral. It's indifferent. It's pure movement. The only thing that adds emotion is you. So if you want peace, don't change your strategy. Change your relationship to uncertainty. So the next time you want to blame the market, stop. Ask instead, what story am I telling myself? What emotion am I trading? What outcome am I attaching to this? Then flip it. Step back. Take a breath. And remember, the most dangerous thing in your trading setup isn't the chart. It's the story in your head about the chart. Mark Douglas didn't teach traders how to predict better. He taught them how to perceive better. Because the market isn't a war zone. It's a mirror. And when you learn to stay calm in front of that mirror, you stop reacting. You start responding. And eventually, you trade not to win, but to execute with clarity.